Hey, you guys, welcome back to the Alpha Platform. Before we get started today, do not forget to like and subscribe to this video, to this channel. I just hit 1,000 subscribers. I think maybe a week and a half ago. Help me get to 1,500. I think we can do it by the end of this week. I've been on YouTube since 2017, so I've been working hard, bringing you guys 2 videos a day. I hope you guys enjoy this one. But yes, like and subscribe to this channel. All right, let's get into it. So it says Britney Spears' reported dwindling finances are a real concern after end of conservatorship. This is from Yahoo Entertainment. Fans only want the best for Britney Spears after 13 years in a conservatorship that seemed to stifle every aspect of her personal and professional life. After she was freed by the courts in 2021, everything seemed to go her way. From her marriage to Sam Asghari to a hit single with Elton John, now there appears to be more serious concern about her finances from insiders who are still part of her inner circle. I'm not surprised. With these conservatorships, individuals who have mental health issues, sometimes the family gets painted as the bad guy. My brother has schizophrenia. There's been many times when we had to get a court order to take over his finances, to have him institutionalized, to take over his rights, because these people are not always able to make the best decisions for themselves. So, in my opinion, I believe that what her father was doing for her, that conservatorship, was helping her. Now, I cannot attest or talk about how much money they were taking from her, how much money her mother and sister were taking from her. I can't attest about that, but the idea of her being in a conservatorship seemed to be helpful for her in terms of her finances. Let's go on. TMZ spoke to Spears insiders who are concerned about her financial habits. They claimed that the 42-year-old pop star has been spending money at a furious pace with trips to luxurious Brando Resort in French Polynesia at a cost close to $1 million. She reportedly spares no expense on private jets, the staff, and the frequency of the trips. The Baby One More Time singer also has also enjoyed holidays in Hawaii, which means a $350,000 four-season stay in a presidential suite, not exactly a budget trip. That is a lot of money, you guys. Like, she's reportedly worth, I think, about 16 million right now. So think about that: $350,000 just to stay at a presidential suite in Hawaii. That's way too much money. 1 million to go to a resort in Polynesia, way too much money. Um, it's sad to see what's happening to these celebrities, and I think she went through so much as a child, but it's sad to see individuals come into so much money, have more than enough money to last their lifetime and 2 other lifetimes, and to see them blow it before retirement, blow it so early in their career. It's very unsettling. Let's go on here. There's a picture of old Britney back in the day. Okay. She cannot afford this. Quote, she cannot afford this. She had 60 million when the conservatorship ended. Excuse me, she had 60 million, not 16. 60 million when the conservatorship ended, and she's now where the conservatorship started, in danger of going broke. So it looks like her father in that business arrangement was helping her to accumulate money and not spend it, not spend so much. A source told the media outlet. Let's not forget that Spears also has legal bills to pay, which TMZ reported was around 4 million so far. She also settled her case for her father, Jamie Spears, for his alleged misspending of her fortune while she was in her conservatorship. Unfortunately, she did not win that case because the court had approved his spending while she was in a conservatorship. Instead, she settled and was forced to pay her father's $2 million legal bill. Sigh, Spears could use a win. A second insider who is privy to what Spears is going through is upset at how she's received no justice after the conservatorship ended, and that includes her finances. However, others are concerned about the state of her mental health, with the third source noting she had lots of freedom in the conservatorship and the restrictions were there to protect her. She's not protected anymore. Even if Spears is going overboard with her money in 2024, it still begs the question of why she came out of the conservatorship worth only $60 million. It'd be interesting to see how much she's generated and then how much of that gross money has been reduced by all these people that have been kind of living off of her earnings, potentially. George Howard, a professor of music business management at the Berklee College of Music, told Vice News in 2021. Yeah, like with these conservatorships, I just wonder, can the judge somehow put some sort of limit on how many people can be involved in this? Like maybe three people, the father, the lawyer, and give her more rights in her conservatorship, like the father, the lawyer, and and in Britney. Like, that's what I think. Quote, if there's a discrepancy, it's probably because of the amount of people that are taking a percentage of her income before it hits her bank account. For most other artists, it's that they just ended up having to sign the deal that some could contend is extortion. The mystery of Spears' finances may never be solved because there were too many hands in the cookie jar and not enough oversight happening for over a decade. It's a tragedy that seems to have no happy ending. That seems to be it. You guys, let me read some comments. Let's get to some comments. There's a lot, 1,100 comments. Oof, it's going to be messy. Let's get into it. Give it just a moment, you guys. It's loading. Here it is. Just a moment. Okay. Andy Dufresne says, it happens to so many. I've heard both MC Hammer and D. Snyder say they never dreamed the money would stop flowing in and were caught by surprise when it did. Meanwhile, Vanilla Ice is richer than ever in spite of not having a hit since the 90s because he was smart enough to predict the world wouldn't always be to predict he wouldn't always be a successful rapper, spent conservatively and made wise investments. 118 likes. Okay. There was a problem and he solved it. A nice little reference to his track there. Carson, he says, not enough oversight. All of her financial details had to be reviewed by a judge and court appointed CPAs. The diehard fans keep saying her father primarily, but her family generally took her money. Where'd it go? Her dad isn't buying lavish homes, expensive exotic automobiles, or designer clothes and jewels. He doesn't take lavish trips or dine at Michelin star restaurants all the time, but Britney does. And Britney always has. Her managers, accountants, attorneys, publicists, etc. had their hooks in her. Quote, question mark. Possibly, but all of her contracts had to be vetted by multiple sources. With wise investments and thoughtful spending, 60 million is enough to last the rest of her life. She's just blowing through it fast. So he's right. We never really saw her father out and about in expensive clothing, automobiles, homes, yada yada yada. Like he was never doing any of that. Um, I do question her managers, like her accountants, managers, attorneys, publicists, like the people around these people tend to be yes people and don't have their best interests in heart. I wonder, does Brittany have any true authentic friends? And celebrity and fame and money, it sounds kind of like lonely and seclusive because you don't really know who's really there for you. And I think these people desperately need true friends that will tell them no, that will say this is not a good idea, that will make them second guess some of their decisions because these managers, accountants, attorneys, publicists, they're there to make a living off of you. They literally make their living off of you, and they're going to do what they can to squeeze as much milk from that cow. All right, let's read one more. Fast. The conservatorship kept her finances intact and thieves away. Now she is open to the wolves, including her out of control self. Wow, like she herself is a wolf. People that thought her family were stealing her money are misinformed. Her conservatorship was court appointed and was controlled by the legal system, which controlled her finances, not her dad. Maybe one day she will realize parents did good for her. I think she will. I think she will wake up one day and realize that, excuse me, guys, I think she will. She will wake up one day. If she's ever able to stay on her medication, get good treatment, she'll wake up one day and realize that this court appointed system that was there to protect her, it actually did do its job and protect her. I don't know about its. I have no opinion on them controlling how many children she had, making her, take birth control. I think that's a little bit harsh and inhumane. But regarding her finances, it definitely did protect her. Okay. So I want to share you guys another article that's going on out here regarding Walmart because we all love Wally World. We're all affected by the U.S.'s largest employer. So let's talk about Wally World. Give me just a moment. So this is by CNBC. It says Walmart launches new grocery brand as it tries to hang on to inflation-fueled growth. So Walmart's been growing since this inflation has happened. So it's trying to hang on to inflation fueled growth. Okay, I didn't know that. Walmart is launching a new grocery brand called Better Goods. More retailers are stepping up their private label offerings as shoppers seek new flavors and lower prices. Plus, the growth of low price grocery chains like Aldi, Liddy? I never heard of that. And Trader Joe's has increased customers' willingness to stray from national brands. Walmart is debuting a new grocery brand, as we said, as a discounter tries to retain the shoppers it has attracted during a period of high inflation. On Tuesday, the big box retailer said it will roll out a private label called Better Goods, a line of more trend and chef driven foods. Most items will be priced at less than $5. That's amazing. $5. That's amazing. They're going to fly off the shelves. The company decided to develop a new line after shoppers indicated they wanted elevated culinary inspirational types of items and healthier foods like plant-based products, said Scott Morris, Senior Vice President of Private Brands, Food and Consumables at Walmart US, in an interview with CNBC. We do. Like we want real food. We don't want this over processed packaged food. We want real plant based products. That's very smart of Walmart. Quote, let's go on, excuse me. He said the retailer designed better goods for all customers, but expects it to especially appeal to younger and more affluent shoppers that it's attracted to its stores over the past few years. Um, that's the idea, but I believe all types of shoppers will point to this brand, will want to shop this brand, especially if it's less than $5. People are really struggling. People are putting groceries on credit cards. People are stealing groceries at this moment in time. So these items are going to fly off the shelf. Less than $5, they're not going to last long. Walmart is already the country's largest grocer by revenue. Nearly 60% of the company's sales in the U.S. came from its grocery business in the most recent fiscal year. It declined to say how much of its grocery revenue comes from private label, but at its warehouse club, Sam's Club, private label drives about 30% of sales. I did an article about how Sam's Club has to or is that Costco? Anyhow, one of these private label retailers they're serving like $2 hot dog and soda combos, and they had to stop allowing the public to consume those items because too many people were consuming them because they were so like budget friendly, and they only have them available to members now. So people are struggling. Walmart's large food business has helped it drive store and online traffic, especially as customers have watched their discretionary spending during a time of high inflation. I do have a Walmart Plus membership. My husband and I, we do have one, and we get groceries delivered directly to our house. We also get, other household items from Walmart delivered to our house. It kind of functions like an Amazon, to be honest. Um, most of my items are delivered same day, like delivered same day for free. So Walmart Plus is a very good offer. They offer discounts if you decide to use Walmart Plus to book an automobile mechanic appointment, a tire change appointment. There are so many benefits you get with Walmart Plus, and we like it. We like it. The only downside I would say is try not to have your groceries delivered in the evening past 5 p.m. because past 5 p.m. the young kids tend to work, and they're not as detailed and organized, and they don't pay attention to the items that are on your list as much. And the drivers that come to pick up your orders, they are from Uber, Lyft, all these other third-party companies, and they don't pay attention as well because they're young, they're in a rush, they may not care as much, they're not getting paid as much, they feel like the job is dumb. So I order my groceries, I try to get them ordered and delivered early in the morning because I know the older people, the mature people, the people that really need their job, they're working in the mornings. In the most recent fiscal year that ended in late January, Walmart's net sales for groceries in the U.S. rose nearly 7% year over year to 264.2 billion. Wow, that's a lot of money. But Walmart, like other grocers, has seen room for growth. I'm sorry, you guys, I need to slow down. But Walmart, like other grocers, has seen room to grow its private label business as shoppers seek new flavors and lower prices. During the C-19 pandemic, some national brands' products ran low at stores and caused customers to start buying the retailer's own brands like Sriracha. You guys remember that Sriracha backlog? Later, inflation pushed prices of food and housing higher and inspired more shoppers to try store brands, which are often cheaper. Plus, the growth of low-priced grocery chains like Aldi, Liddy, oh my gosh, never heard of that, in Trader Joe's, which prominently feature their own private labels rather than national ones. And the popularity of Costco's Kirkland has changed customers' perception of store brands. Um, Let me read this last one about Target because Target is another place we tend to order online at, and we tend to like a lot. My husband and I. Give me just a moment. and then I'm gonna be out of here. For example, Target launched a new grocery brand called Good and Gather in 2019 with a wide range of items including bagged salad kits, peanut butter spreads, and frozen veggies. Another grocery brand that debuted, Favorite Day, is made up of creative takes on ice cream bars and trail mixes. I love Target. I love too much. Too many of these grocers, they're coming out with really good private label brands, and it's all good for the consumer. See if we can find some comments here. Give me just a moment. No comments. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. What do you think about Britney Spears' out of control spending? Do you think she's going broke? What do you think about Walmart launching this new, grocery brand to capitalize on its inflation fueled growth? Let me know in the comments below. Again, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for the growth. Thank you for the support. Um, just remember to support the smaller channels. We all want to go and support the bigger ones, the larger ones. We want to follow the crowd, but don't be afraid to get in early and really form relationships with us small YouTubers, because eventually we will grow and we're going to remember you. We're going to be shouting you out. We're going to help you grow too if you decide to start a YouTube channel yourself. So keep that in mind. Take care, you guys. Happy Thursday and peace.